Okay. Testing. Is this on? Can people see me? Good, 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 good. All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk about my comic. I'm going to do some things. Hopefully you guys can all see me. Hey, Billy. I'm going to talk for a bit. So hopefully stick around for a bit. And hopefully you guys have some questions about some things. Hey, Billy, if you want to come on camera, you're more than welcome to. I'd love to chat with you. Are you decent? Are you decent? Oh, people are coming on in. So, all right. So let's talk about Broke Down and Four Dead Bodies. So I apologize. This is my new house. I've got some sheets of Broke Down behind me. I've got the comic books that I've done. See? You see them? Some of the comic books I've done in the past. So there's a lot of cool things going on that I wanted to show you guys about, talk to you guys about. So I really wanted to give people an update, allow people to ask questions. If you want to ask questions in the comments or if you want to ask them somewhere else, that's totally cool. But I want to tell you about what I'm doing and what's going on. So I've been working on a comic. I want to give you guys the history, kind of the whole thing and where we're at. So back in the day, I made a comic called Broke Down and Four Dead Bodies. This right here was the thing, a little ash can. Let me turn my camera around. Let me show you. So this ash can had a book, had a couple of pages. These are done by a local guy. Yeah, so some really cool stuff for people who are local. This is John Del Monte. I love his work. He has some other things I was working on at the time. Some of those got finished, some of them didn't. But yeah, so that was kind of all that happened. So I did all that. So now, we're at 2018. I have a book. I have some things, and we're ready to do it. Billy, where'd you go? I saw Billy, but he went away. Anyways, so we're doing some things. We're working on the comic, and I really wanted to get more people involved. So I restarted, kickstarted the whole thing. Not Kickstarter, I haven't done that yet, but I made sure the whole thing was drawn. So, without further ado, let me show you kind of where we're at with that. So, you guys all with me so far? So this is the unboxing of the book, which is pretty cool. All right, take it out in stacks. So this is the whole book. It's all done. See? It's all pretty done. Lots of cool things in here. So yeah, I've been working on this for a long time, for years. And I finally got the book to completion. So the book is 100% done. I've got it all lettered. I've even added some pages. So this book, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Well, I may in a little bit. So this book was started out, a typical book is, for indie, it's about 20 pages. But for me, it's going to be 30 pages. So it's a 30-page full book. And we've been working on it, getting some stuff done. We've got a great letter. We've got an artist. We've got everyone kind of doing their part. And now we're at the point where we're ready to go live, right? So I've got a video. I've got some, hey, Brian. Who else? Let me see everybody's here. Amy, Brian, Rob, Darren, Mark, Marilyn, Justin. Hey, thank you guys all for your support. Again, so the comic book is done. We've got it completely finished. We were struggling over a logo. We're trying to figure it out. In fact, you guys want to see a logo? Anybody want to see a logo? Who wants to see it? Takes a minute to catch up. So if you guys want to see the logo, give me a holler, and I will show the logo live, like the sample of what we're doing. If you guys are interested in such things. So anyways, so we've got the logo of the book. We've got the book ready to launch. And then a friend of mine, going through some stuff, said that he could color the book for me. I didn't really want the book colored. It's black and white. It's noir. It's kind of what I liked. But, he needed some help. My wife really wanted the book colored, and I know a lot of people really enjoy color comic books. When you read a comic book, it's colored, right? So we thought about it, and we decided that, you know, maybe we should go live. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should color it. So I talked to a colorist, and he wants to color the book. So I may be delayed in getting it out to do that and getting the launch going on. But again, I wanted to come and bring it to you guys as Kickstarter fans, as people who support me. Is what do you guys think of that? Do you think we should? Do you think we shouldn't? You know, I don't know. That's some thoughts. You know, what do you guys think of color? You know, we did a poll. Let me see what the poll is. I'm going to bring you guys to my Facebook. Let's see. Oh, those are the logos. See, we got some logos for the comic. Let's bring up our Facebook poll and see what the result is currently right now. So, there we are. Bear with me, guys. So the poll at this time is 54 color, 46, but it's 50-50. And a couple of people who I know voted on that poll, I asked them specifically, hey, why did you vote color? Man, we just really want to see your stuff, man. They want to see what's going on. So, you know, it's not that they really don't want color. It's that it's not that they don't want color. It's that they really just want this live. They've heard me talk about it and they're ready to see the book. And I totally get that. That's totally super cool that they want to do that. So, that's where we're at, trying to figure out whether or not we should, do this, do it live. I don't know. So, I'd love to hear some feedback on what you're going on where you go, what we should do. I'd love some questions if you have some questions about the book or what the book's about or anything. I also have a video I can show you guys. Let me show you guys this cool video. So I did kind of a promo piece. So for those of you guys who are kicking on for the first time, make sure you like us on Broke Down and Dead for Dead Bodies. Like us on Facebook. Go to the website and sign up for my newsletter. All that stuff would be really cool. All right, let me show you the video. So just a quick little like promo video. It's only about a minute. Oh, that's a good idea. Mix of color and black and white. We could do that. I mean, now that we have a color budget and we have a guy who's willing to do the color, that would be cool. I mean, a lot of people like the color. They really do. Hold on, I'm trying to find my video. All right, here's the video. Let me show you the video if you haven't seen it. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Goes a little fast. And I'll share it in the comments after. Oh, I'm going to back up so you guys can see it. Here, how about this? Nope. Rotate. No, it doesn't like it rotated. We're almost done. Trying to give you an idea of everything. So we've got some really cool stuff going on. Can you guys hear the video? Give me a yes, no. Thumbs up if you can hear it. That was the video. So I'm going to let everyone catch up to kind of where I'm at now. So that's where we're at, trying to figure out where to go next. So do we delay? Do we promote? What's going on? So yeah, man, that's what's going on with me and the comic and where we're at right now. Let me see if I can get somebody on for questioning and for any questions and stuff. Where's Billy? You still here? Billy's right there. Let me add Billy. I'm going to add my friend Billy here, which would be cool. Hey, Kim's on. Kim. Let's see if Billy says yes. Oh my God, Billy.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh my God, Billy.
Can you see me?
Well, I see black.
Hold on. Alexa, living room light on.
Okay.
What? Hey, Billy, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. How about you, buddy?
I am well. I'm working on a comic book, man.
I
It's
saw.
pretty exciting.
When's the Kickstarter
I don't
going?
know.
Soon,
I
right?
don't know, man, because of the color. So what do you think about color? Yay or no? How do you feel about color?
I kind of like both. I think that depends on the scenes. I think it depends on a lot like that. But I like more color than not.
Right.
But I think it also depends on the scene too.
Well,
But
but
even like hints of black, where you like, when you have the old Batmans where it's just black and then you have the hints of color
right.
pop here and there.
Like a Sin,
That's not.
like
I like
Sin
that.
City style, like with the red and the yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I like that.
Yeah, I
A
mean
little bit different here.
that's stuff that we could definitely talk about. I mean, we have the opportunity to afford it. You know, coloring normally would cost about probably about $70 a page. I've got a guy to do it for me as a favor, and it's really, really low, so it's affordable. So it's never been a reality before. But I don't want to. I've been talking about this book for so long, and a lot of people really want to invest, right? Like yourself. You know, you're ready. Hey, let me just give you your money so I can get the book, right?
Yeah.
You know, and the book's done. You saw the video? You know, it's gonna be cool. We got all these pages. Like, it's cool. It's done, dude. Like, got a whole book here. Uh,
Coming, coming to life. It's great.
yeah, no. So it's 30 pages, completely done, lettered, everything. It's ready to go to the printers, man. Like, I could go to the printers tomorrow. You know, we have three
I
colors.
still have your other one. I still have your. Remember the one you did many, many years ago?
Is it
The other comic
is it
book?
that one?
Uh, I think so. That looks like it.
Well,
Might be.
maybe if I spin it
It was
around.
probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
So I did that one and I did that one. I've done all these, and I did this book with my church. So, so
Yeah, it was about 4 or 5 years ago. I remember getting a copy when I was living in Raymond,
okay, all right, cool.
my old house. It was a while ago.
So did I mail it to you, or did you buy it at a store?
You mailed it to me, actually.
Well, I love you, so I would do that. I would do that for you.
I love you too. Yep.
So yeah. So do you think, as someone who's a supporter of me, that I should, you know, just give a little bit more time and do the colors? What do you think?
It's hard to say. I
Yeah.
mean, you can't really change too much during the. I know that I've done a lot of Kickstarters,
Oh, have you?
and I've had. Oh yeah, I've done. I'm probably on 5 or 6 at least now.
For what?
I've gone. I've done video games. I've done. What else did I do? I did a board game called Knockdown Barns, which is a freaking awesome game. It's like a Angry Birds, but with little with reclaimed wood with marshmallow things. It's a really cool, fun game. I've done. I did a book called. Oh gosh, who was it? It was called like Quirk, I think it is. It was actually inked by the one of the original inkers of Marvel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have it upstairs. I got it signed by the guy too, and everything for my daughters, and their name is in the book.
Okay. So
Um,
when you say you've
so
done
I've done.
Kickstarters, it's you've invested in Kickstarters.
Yes, I've been
Okay.
investing in
Okay.
Kickstarter.
Okay.
Sorry, not
Cool.
my own Kickstarters.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Cool. That's what I was saying. I
but
was like,
they
I would
have
have funded you.
changed things. So I've done Kickstarters where even though they've kicked it
Hmm.
off, that things have changed. Like I've had one where it's a technology, and the technology changed because they wanted to add another port on it or wanted to add a different color to it or thing like that. So just because you kick it off doesn't mean it has to be the end result.
Yeah, but
You
it's
know?
I don't want to be
Cool.
lame, right? And Kickstarter and go, hey, buy the black and white, and then the next week go, hey, buy the color.
Could you do both? Could you do a color and a black and
You
white?
could, but print runs. So printing. So just so you understand, right now the budget for the Kickstarter is between 2 grand and 2,500, and that's just printing. That's not making any
Just
money.
one run, right?
That's just one run of about 2 grand, 2,000 books. And by the way, so for everybody's jumping in, there's a whole bunch of people jumping in. We're talking about my Kickstarter. We're talking about Broke Down and Four Dead Bodies. If you have any questions about it, let me know. If you want to come on camera like Billy and ask some questions, you're more than welcome to. I'm gonna be sticking around here for a bit, so hang in there. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna show you some art. We're gonna do some cool stuff. Anyways, so yeah, it's about 2 grand or so. So it ends up being about $1 a book. So that stuff, but that's 4 covers. So I have 4 covers. Let me show you. You want to see the 4 covers? You want to see them, Billy?
I do.
All right, let's go. All right, all right. let's see the covers. Broke down covers. I'm sorry, I'm messing people on Facebook. I'm inviting people who've done stuff with me to come online to promote their stuff. All right, so we're gonna go into my dirty folders here. See how many? Is that a lot of icons? Is that enough? Do you think?
that's that's too many icons, buddy.
That's too many icons. I don't think it is.
It's too many icons.
All right, so
For my job, it's too many
it's
icons.
all right. All right, so this is one. So that's one of the covers.
Okay.
You like that? I think my light came on. I don't know why. Shut that off. All right, yeah. All right, so that's one. So everybody like that? So that's one cover. This one is another one. What's so funny?
My girlfriend didn't want to be on camera.
Damn, girl.
So she was. I was just about to show her. I was about to show her when she
All
walked
right,
away.
so this is the second cover. So this cover right here is by Karl Malone. So Karl Malone,
I like that one.
yeah, dude. So this guy does Buffy. He created a character called Frey. Did you watch Buffy all the way through?
Oh, absolutely.
So at the end of Buffy, remember where she has that cool axe thing, the axe stake thing at the last season?
Mhm.
So that's from his comic. He created it with Josh Whedon. He worked on a comic with Josh Whedon. He did Avengers Academy, a whole bunch of cool stuff. So he came up with this one.
Wow.
He did it for me as a favor just because we've been friends for years, which is awesome. What else do we got?
like
All
that
right.
one.
And then the last one, this is actually a page from the book. Where is it?
And it's also going to be a cover.
It's also going to be a cover because it's so iconic to the story, right? So that's that, right? I mean, when you think of Broke
Yep.
Down and Four Dead Bodies, it's pushing, a car down the road that's broke down. That's kind of what it's about. So that's the third one, and then the fourth one is what's called cover. So sketch cover, so people can draw their own covers, and I have some artists coming along. So it's going to be kind of cool. Like I think it'll be kind of neat. So anybody else who's on, do you guys have any questions or anything? Anybody for Billy or myself? Billy will answer questions. If you got a question for Billy.
Yeah, I'll answer anything.
Yeah, any questions for Billy? Billy's almost famous. Not a lot of people know that.
Now I got my girlfriend at the outside of my backyard knocking on my window.
What is she like, Romeo? Like, what's going on? Is she like
She's
Romeo?
watching. I think she's watching actually.
Can you switch
Yeah,
the
she's-
camera like so I can wave? Is that possible?
Yeah, hold on.
Let's see if so she could see it without being on, but she could
Oh,
see
no.
me waving.
She moved.
Oh,
No, she moved.
she heard you.
It was creepy. She was knocking on my window. It's dark outside in my backyard.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. Oh, is Nate watching too? There's a lot of people watching.
Yeah. We get a lot of people on. So if anybody has any questions, please let us know. Like we're cool. We're gonna answer as many as we can. Kevin or Jason, Nancy, anybody who has any questions. So I'm doing a comic book. It's coming out. It's coming along really great, and we really want to get people involved. You can jump off now, Billy, if you want. I just wanted to. So you're pro color. You're on the color camp. You just want the color to be unique, but you want the Kickstarter out. That's what I'm getting from you.
I would like to see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what the levels are, what the options are, the whole. I like looking through those and seeing how people are presenting their entrepreneur things out to people and how they want to market their
So
stuff.
do
I like
you
it.
want to see some of that?
Sure, if you have it,
Yes,
yeah.
Of course I get. This is not my first rodeo. All right.
I know.
So this is it's my first Kickstarter, but I've been doing tons of research, man. I'm funding a lot of books right now, doing a lot of, they want a password. What the hell's going on here?
So you say you've done these before, huh?
So should I announce, so being a guy who works in security, should I announce my password now, like as I type it? I like to speak it when I type. Is that okay?
I would say speak something different than what it actually is.
Huh. I really just want to share my password. All right.
Okay, I am.
Okay. All right. So it looks beautiful. So this is how close we are, man. Like we've got it here. We've got the video. We've got the goal. I've got the 2,500 in there. Got the book. I've got the different levels. So like the first level is just, the PDFs, of it. That's it. And that's for $1, man. Like if you just want to give me a book, like, I don't care. Like I want you to read my stuff. You give me $1, I'll let you read it. I don't care. probably let you read it if you don't have $1. Like, I'm cool.
You are a nice guy,
All
aren't
right.
you?
And so this is my $4 one. So this is my $4 one, and what that's going to be is like the book and like some special stuff like the script and stuff like that. So that's going to be kind of neat, right? And that's a PDF as well. So that's going to be mailed to you, emailed to you. And that's what 50 plus 50 pages bonus. So that's going to be like a document, 70
Whoa.
pages. Damn, dog.
So what's going to be in that? What's going to be in all the
All
extras?
right, so it'll be the book. So the book's 30 pages. We're going to give you the script. It's going to be in there. I'm going to give you this ash can. I'm going to give you another exclusive ash can. I'm going to give you some original art. I'm going to give you some really cool stuff, some changed art, kind of like a behind the scenes, like a director's commentary for a comic book. It's going to be kind of cool. And that's $4. $4.
$4.
All right.
I pay more for my venti ice caramel macchiato at Starbucks.
Can we talk about that? You are in Boston. You have to drink Dunkin' or it's gonna go out. I have Dunkin' in Florida because of people like you. And if you start drinking Starbucks, they're just gonna be like, no one else deserves it. Stop it. Stop.
Starbucks.
You have retirement.
Starbucks.
No, you're letting the terrorists win, man. Don't do that.
I will say that I did recently let my Starbucks card go to 0 on my phone, and I put money on my Dunkin's card. I will say I did do that.
Okay, so what's in the Dunkin's card?
I went there this morning. What's that?
So what?
I got my phone.
Okay.
Like the scan card.
See, I need to do that. I don't want people to have access to my apps, man. Like, I don't want to be an app on my phone. Like,
access to your apps.
I know
if you give them your password, they will.
Well, no, I don't want to give them my password. I get that, but I don't want to give them access to my. I want to give them access to my personal. My app should be for my games in my bank. That's it.
But you spend so much money at Dunkin' Donuts that you earn free stuff.
Well, yeah, I know, but
you earn free drinks, kinda. I mean, you're paying for it, but they're free.
But Dunkin' is so good. Like, I'm willing to pay full price all the time. Like, I don't need like something special. Like,
your loyalty deserves free coffee.
Right. All right. Let's go back to the Kickstarter. All right. Sorry, Dunkin's is a very important. All right. So at $6, well, what's going on here? So this is a special thing. So, dude, get this. So there's this thing called Parallels. Let me show you what this is. Hold on. We're gonna take a break here for a minute and look at this. Parallels. So Parallels is this cool thing I've got. So I've done all these comics that are on my back wall that I've been showing this whole video. Parallels, which is this right here. This is a digital copy of all those books. So I'm gonna give that and the comics. You're getting 2 comics for the price of 1. What?
Nice.
That's for $6. $6. That's a bargain.
And you get all the extras that you get from the $4 one, right?
Oh yeah. We're talking not even real money yet. This isn't real money. $6.
Is this Monopoly money?
No, it's
Monopoly money.
$6 is nothing. That's not.
No, it's
not. That's less than You can't even buy a McDonald's meal for that.
No, you can't.
Right. It's at least $6.50. So all right. So then at 10, we've got to get the comic book in there. So it's at 10. So, but that includes all the digital stuff. And that's cover A. So this is cover A. Oh, you can't see it. That's cover A. So you're gonna get that. So that's a pretty good deal for $10, right? You get the book, you get the digital versions, and I'm gonna give you a printed comic. That comic that I sent to you, I'm gonna send it to them as well. That's 2 books for the price of 1. That's not bad.
That's a steal.
So the next one we're going to do is that's the Karl Malone. That's the cover that you like, the guy from Buffy. I got to charge a little bit more for his because it's he's cool.
It's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it. And I'm only going to do 150 of those. Keep it rare, so make sure that rarity. Yeah, you're going to have to definitely jump on early. The next one is, so the next one, what we're going to do, we're going to go through this just because people are getting bored. I can feel it. We're going to give you.
Don't be bored, people.
Don't be bored. Don't be bored. So the next one, we're going to do 2 covers. So your choice of one cover, then a bonus cover. This doesn't include Carl's cover, but it includes any other cover. So the sketch cover or the pushing the car cover or the leaning up against the car cover. Any one of the covers you want, you can get 2 of them for $16. The next one is all 3. So that's and then 4 covers. You can get all 4 covers for $25. $25. That's not bad.
$25. I get Carl's cover, and I get all of them.
You get all 4 covers. I'll sign.
And
it.
I could put it into like a plaque and have you sign it somewhere.
Yeah, you do.
Is there an option for to have people have you maybe sign them, you and the artist and everybody doing everything?
There isn't just because we're all out of country. So the Canada and the colorist is in Brazil, and the artist is in Guatemala, I think. I always forget where he's at. My wife's gonna yell at me. I always forget where he's at. She's like, he's not there. Anyways, so yeah. So, but I will sign them since I'm shipping them. If anybody wants them signed, but they're just gonna have to message me and say, hey, I want it signed. I'll probably message people individually, but it's gonna be on a case by case.
I would want it signed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, all right. So where are we at? All right. So then we have the $35 collector's kit. All right. So that gets you all the covers. That gives you all the digitals. That gets you a print of it and a 4-page backup story. Like that's only that you can get in there in an ash can. So it's an extra 4 pages that's going to be printed for you. That's pretty cool, right?
Yep. I like that.
And the $39 one, this is a digital subscription. So I'm going to give you the first one. I'm going to sign you up for the subscription for 2 and 3. So you don't have to give me money ever again. You're going to be signed up. You're going to be good to go.
Oh, nice.
So you're going to be good to go with that. What else? So we've got the printed version, same thing, printed. I'm going to break through these pretty quick. All right. So what do we got here? Oh, so Felix, so I've got some original art. Look at this. Let's check this out, dude. So if you spend $80 on me, $89 on me, you get to pick an original page of art, man.
So it's like one of a kind of thing.
Yeah. This is art from the comic. So that's going to come with your stuff, man. So, and you get to pick, it's a first come, first serve basis. So you get to pick your page, man. Like a page out of the book.
That's neat.
Isn't that neat? That's pretty cool. Even I like that. Even this, look at that. That's a cover that's not even being used. Dope as hell. Yeah. This guy gets hit in the face. Do you not want a picture of that dude getting hit in the face?
I want that one. That looks good.
You know? It's going to be cool. How's the girlfriend doing? Just she's still outside hiding?
No, she's beside me hiding.
Okay. All right.
You want to see?
Hide away. Yeah.
Oh,
she ran.
She's not. She won't let me point the camera towards her.
So this one. So this is a little expensive.
You can find her on Facebook.
So this one right here is a little expensive. By the way, anybody who wants to jump, because we got a couple of comic creators on. Anybody who wants to jump on this live, we could do a Billy's girlfriend really wants to spend time with him, I think. So he'd have no problem. If you guys want to jump on and talk about your stuff, I'd love to hear about it. But right now we're going to talk about Broke Down. We're going to talk about some coloring. We're just going to hang out and have a good time. It's a Sunday night. I may do these up until the Kickstarter every Sunday. It'll be fun. So girlfriend, don't come over.
Nice.
Don't come over on Sundays. All right. So this one, Billy, this one's for you. All right. So this is, I know him. Travis Gibb. This is everything I have printed. So this is all my printed books stuff, and I'm going to send it to you all signed by me. So that's all the covers. That's everything I've ever written. I'm going to give you a copy of it, and it's limited to one because I only have one of the books. I only have one copy of. I'm going to try to get a second so I can do 2 of them, but it's basically everything I've done. So come, be part of it. It's going to be cool. Next one. Get this. You want to name a gang? I have a Spanish gang in the book that they get murdered. But you want to name that gang, Billy? You can name it for $250.
I want to name a gang.
Right. What would you name your gang?
I'd have to think about that. I mean, if it's going to go in the book,
right? I
got to think.
I
don't know.
Banana Cabanas.
Not sure how that goes in the book very well.
It's gonna work.
Spanish gang of Cabana Bananas.
I think that it's money. It's printing money. I think is what's going on. Hey Tyler. Hey Francis. How are you guys doing? Saying hi to everybody. All right. The next thing, Mr. Washington edition. So what's this? Oh, so you remember that cool picture by Carl? Because Carl's so cool, he gave me it, and I get to auction that up for 35. So you get a page of Felix's thing, and you get that Carl cover. Like I don't get to keep it if you bid on this.
Oh,
I get his original art,
so I can
and his is actually worth money because it's Carl and he's famous, and I'm not famous yet. So think about that.
Yeah, you're gonna be famous.
I think I'm internet famous.
What's that?
I'm internet famous at least.
You are internet famous. That's definitely true.
So yeah, so those are my stuff that's going on. Yeah. So anybody have any questions? Again, asking questions, puts it out there. People are watching. I swear.
There is a lot of people watching. A lot of these people are from my Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Does it go live when I go live? Does it show people that
It shows you that you're live with me. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
So they now know about my book.
I'm not sure if they know they're watching anymore.
Oh well, sometimes.
Actually, Patrick Carr, if he's watching, Patrick, are you watching? I know you're on vacation, buddy. Type if you're right. If you're a huge comic fan, I know you are. He would work at a comic book store just so he could have more comics.
What does he read?
He's an IT guy. I don't know.
Oh.
But I know he's on vacation right now, so I'm not sure if he's actually really watching. I don't know. I can text him though. But he's a huge comic fan.
Well, let him know,
I can
man.
send him the information.
Well, that's what. So I kind of need. That's where I need the help, right? So I need help. I need people to sign up to my newsletter. That's the first thing I need. So if you haven't signed up, please sign up. What's that? What's this finger?
That's my girlfriend's finger.
I see why you.
Can hear
I see why you chose her. That finger. That was a little something. Like, if I could see the whole thing.
She's very special.
She's very special.
You'll have to come up and meet her, because she doesn't want to be on camera right now.
So my friend Josh, who's in Boston, he's actually in a bar right now, but he's gonna jump live anyway, so he's gonna see what's up.
And I'm actually gonna get going now. It looks like.
Oh my God! See what she did? She shows the finger and then just jumps up.
The finger said, "Come hither."
I didn't know it did that.
I know, right? It's amazing.
All right, man. All right, have a good one, Billy. I think we're gonna have Josh come on and talk about his book. So keep watching if you have time. So, all right.
I'm not even sure how to get off of here.
Let me see if I can kick you.
I'm gonna press this button.
Can I kick you? I can kick you. Oh, Rob's on. Hey, Rob, if you want to jump on, we're talking about whether or not I should color. I know you kind of had an opinion a minute ago. We got some people going on. Travis, don't delay. Rob is saying don't delay. Josh, we're going to drop Josh on. He's at a bar, so he's not going to be able to talk long, but I wanted to talk about his book, and then we're going to bring Rob on if Rob wants to come and talk about his book. So let's bring Josh on real quick. How is the bar, Josh?
Hey, you got me? It's going great.
I got you.
Yeah. I'm drinking the Fog That Surrounds at Cambridge Brewing Company with my lovely girlfriend, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. So we're on my book. We're talking about my book. So I recently got the opportunity to color it. So I'm struggling with that opportunity because, black and white, I can go nor. And I'm trying to figure out what I should do. If I should delay just a little bit to go color. What do you think?
Go down the middle. Keep it noir-y. Keep it black and white-y by going with minimal color. Do one or two color palettes. Like Criminal used to be. That sort of look. We have just 2 or 3 colors. I think that's pretty cool. What are you drinking there?
This is a vanilla porter by Breckenridge Ridge Brewery in Colorado.
Oh, fantastic. Again, I got to plug it because I'm here. I'm at Cambridge Brewing Company. Everything is brewed right here. Whoa, crap. Sorry, dropped my phone. Everything is brewed right here.
Okay.
In-house. and
That's
I'm
cool.
having the fog that surrounds.
Wow. So I'm going to show people. I'm going to log on. I'm going to switch over so you don't have to. Book. So
Okay.
tell me about this book.
This is Skies Over Superior.
Okay. What is it?
It is. I hesitate to call it like a YA adventure because I didn't write it as a YA adventure, but it basically is. It's a story about Marilee Fight, who's a girl, who's the only girl in her town who loves rock and roll, and she discovers that mythical creatures are crossing Lake Superior to destroy her northern Michigan town, and she has the power to stop. She has to find a way to stop them.
Okay.
And some of the answers to how she stops them are hidden in the folk music of the region, which is why there's so many music rewards. And who's that? Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have any questions? What can I answer for you?
Well, I just first wanted to promote about it because you know I love your stuff. So
Thank you.
I'm a big fan. This is not your first rodeo. This is your fifth book or fourth?
Well, I did 5 issues of Rapid City Below Zero. I did 4 issues of Rapid City Obscure Rest.
Okay. So this would be number 10.
Well, I also did, before I did Rapid City Below Zero issue number 1, I did Rapid City issue number 11. That was the first one I did, issue number 11, because I am not going to go bother into explaining why. So it's somewhere in there like that. It's
okay.
11 to 12.
All right. And this is going to be funded. There's no way it's not at this point. Where you $500, we just got to get you that rest of the way because what's the cool rewards we're getting if we get you the rest of the way?
So I was looking at getting. I think I talked to you about doing the guitar picks because playing guitar is an important part of the story, and I looked into it, and they're not expensive, and it would be a super cool thing. I was looking at doing custom guitar picks for.
Yeah, that's dope. I think that would be cool. We should definitely do that. I think that's a good idea.
I was looking at doing cassette tape USB drives, and I think they're just a little too expensive. I mean, if I wildly overfund, I might be able to do the cassette tapes. I think people would like them, but it's the kind of thing where if only 5 or 6 people like them, it's definitely not worth it to do.
Yeah.
To get them, so somewhere in there.
I think you should wait till it's over and sell.
You're talking about an era of music that would have been CD driven, not cassette driven. So I don't think it's a good product.
But they're cool. I don't know.
They're cool, but like
people like stuff, so I gotta find the stuff. I was thinking of trying to do custom guitar picks that look like Frost Giant fingernails.
Okay.
I think that would be cool. I don't know how to do that.
I think
I'm not, as a player of guitar, I'm not totally down with this.
All right.
Like, I don't know. Like having the shape, I don't know.
No, it'd just be a normal guitar pick, but just colored to look like a fingernail.
Well, I mean,
of a Frost Giant.
You would have it be like Mother of Pearl then, and that's a thing that's pretty common.
I don't know. I'm looking into it. I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Well, I'll let you get back to drinking, but I just wanted to let you in and get your opinion about color. So you think I should delay just a little bit to do color, but not too much, just a little bit.
Right, if you can afford 1 or 2 colors, keep it simple and noir looking. I think that's your look. Right?
Well, I could do full color because the guy gave me a really good rate. He needed some money. He loves my stuff and was like, hey, I want to help you out. So I can afford to do the full thing. I don't know.
Did you look at how that's going to change your printing costs?
I did, and that's kind of the thing. It's going to change it about $300, which isn't bad, just because I'm trying to print so much. I'm trying to print 1,500. So when you get to that point, like the color doesn't really add that much.
It will actually help your sales. If you're doing conventions and stuff, more people will buy it if there's a few colors on the page than if it's black and white.
That's true. Well, I appreciate you, man. You get back to drinking. I'm going to bring Rob on to let him talk about his stuff. But it's
awesome.
We'll
Tell him I said hi.
I will. Talk to you later, Josh.
All right, cool. See ya.
You ready, Rob? Oh, I gotta X you out. Bye, Josh. So this is, I'm going to add Rob to this because Rob is the indie advocate. So that's a big deal, adding Rob. I think he's coming on. We'll see what's going on. So, hey, oh,
What's going
Rob's
on?
coming. Hey, Rob. So getting Rob on here, this is like a celebrity. Hey, Susan. This is like a celebrity. He's an indie advocate. And since I'm an indie comic creator, he's like my spokesperson. So that's important.
What's going on, man?
Hey, how are you, man? You good, good, good. Just talking about colors, man. I know you had an opinion. You think I should just go launch as soon as possible and just add those colors, huh?
Well, I mean, you ever think about making it a stretch goal? If people back
Yeah,
enough, and then all
I
of a sudden they can do that, you know what I mean?
yeah, I thought about it. The color's cheap enough. I mean, I don't want to give people's pay rate away because that's just rude. But it's affordable. He's cutting me a friend discount, right? So it's definitely affordable to do the whole thing. He says it's only going to take about 3 weeks to get it done of colors.
How
I
many
think that's
pages is it?
30. That's 30 pages.
Yeah, I mean, it's doable. It's only 10
Uh,
pages a week.
yeah, yeah. So he says he could do it. So I would only be pushing it off a couple of weeks, push it off to August 1st
But
instead
does
of
anyone
July
know when
16th.
it's starting it? Have you promoted when it's starting?
I have talked about it promoting July 15th is what I've told people, but that's most recently last week.
Now, what advantage would be delaying it? 'Cause it sounds if you can get it done in 3 weeks, that's the duration of the Kickstarter. You're going to sit on your thumbs for 3 weeks anyway, 4 weeks, because you have to let the Kickstarter go, right?
Well, yeah, but you should at least have, if he's going to color, I'd want to push off at least a week to have at least 10 pages to show, to use. I know I want to show as much colored art as I can. Um,
Well,
so
when
yeah,
is 15th? Because that's this week, right? Monday? Next
yeah,
Monday.
that would be Monday. Yep.
Yeah. So could he get you 2 pages by then?
I would have to ask him, but I don't see that being a problem.
Pick your two
But
best pick your two best pages and have those to go. Show the rest in black and white. Tell people how you're developing it to be in color now because you wanted to give them the best product they can, and you look like a hero because now you're
yeah,
making a
yeah.
better product.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing is cost because what people don't think about with comics is it's not just the coloring pages, right? I've got to go back to the letterer, have the letterer add colors, right? He's got to add some cool colors and things like that. So there's a lot of steps, but it's not going to really delay the print of the book that much.
Why are you
Hey,
having the letter change the colors? There are points where you'd rather lettering being colored because I do letter and it don't always need to add color, and I get yelled at by editors not to add so much color. So do you have
well,
like a specific change you want?
well, you remember reading the book, you read it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of skipping around, so that would be good if there's some color, of the skipping around. And maybe even those first pages, really coloring them in a different style to show it's a flashback. So there's a lot of things that the letterer could do, the BAMs, the not the actual words, but the gunshots, adding a little bit of color to that, I think would be beneficial to the book and not take away.
Did you ask the letterer how much time they need?
He said that doesn't take long at all, so he's
No, it
good.
really
Like,
shouldn't it?
yeah, yeah. He says, in fact, he said that the colors, he can, as long as he doesn't change any of the sizing that I have, he'll just switch out the layer he has and go through it one more time.
Yeah,
You know,
that's basically easy enough. So I don't see a reason to delay, honestly. I say push forward on your launch date and just let people know, hey, we're delaying the delivery date by 3 weeks to allow for coloring. Or don't even
yeah,
tell them. They don't even need to know because, I mean, most people don't deliver their book for a year and a half anyway on Kickstarter.
right.
You get it to them in 6 months, you'll be a hero, I assure you.
Well, that's my goal, man. Like, cause it's done. Like, you read it, so the book's done. I got it printed. They said they'll print it in 3 weeks. I got a convention I'd like to hit in September in Orlando.
What's in September in Orlando?
Let me look it up. It's
Is that one of those toy ones?
yeah, it's one of those one-day cons, but
Yeah.
I think those would be good for me until I can get on the road a little bit more
Any
actively.
con is good, man. Let me tell you. I was just curious because I was like, wait, am I doing one of those?
Uh, let's see, August. No, it's actually October. So the Melbourne Toy and Comic Con on October 21st.
Oh, yeah. I looked at that one. That's during New York Comic Con.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's close to I think it's the weekend after, but
Yeah, but I'm probably going to take the long way home for from New York
Okay.
Comic Con. So I don't know if I'd be home in time. But that one sounded cool. Yeah, man. So I wouldn't delay it. I would just kickstart now so you know what you're dealing with. Because remember,
Yeah.
it takes 2 weeks after Kickstarter to get the money.
Right. Sure.
So now if you're delaying it, you're talking about not having the money in your hand till September. And if you want to have
Yeah.
that book by October, how long is it going to take to ship? You got to look at all those things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They said they'd get it to me the end of September, so it'd be cutting it close. But I could always. Have you done Kablam out in Orlando?
Yeah, I have.
So I mean, I figured I could print, 30 to 40, out of pocket there, for a show, for just a 1 day show,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
needed
yeah.
be. So make an exclusive cover, call it a day if I need to. So yeah, that's my thought. So that's what we're going through. But hey, can we talk about your Kickstarter since I have you on?
Oh, well, of course. I have no problem with
Yeah.
talking about my work. Monsters is what I'm working on. The second book, which
Okay.
is actually pretty cool because this is all based on an artist. The artist showed
Okay.
me, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the original story that we were going to keep going just a little bit further. You see that sketch? That was from a superhero book that I'm still planning to make to this date called Super Consequences. He
Okay.
does this cool thing with the arms where he puts a bend in it. He calls it surrealism, humanism, or
Okay.
something close to that. It actually says it in the Kickstarter. And I saw that art, and I was like, he's a great artist, but I don't see it being superhero driven. I wanted to do
Right.
something, where they look like the perfect people in the world so much that you would hate them for how perfect they are, but then show how imperfect life can be. So I saw his art, and I was like, dude, it's not going to make it for a superhero story, but you ever want to do a monster book? And to that point in my life, I would have told you I'd never make a monster book. Everyone's done everything with it, right? What is
Right,
new
sure.
and unique about monsters? But he inspired
And
me. What's that?
and they're failing, right? You got the Mummy movie. They tried to redo the whole line for Universal, and it failed.
Yeah,
You know?
and even the what was the other one that failed? Frankenstein and Dracula. The last two of those movies failed.
Yeah.
So you can't get a win with those. So I would have told you I'm never doing monsters, but then I realized while watching Scooby-Doo, while looking at his art, that there's no longer a story that pulls off the mask and shows who the real bad guys are anymore. Because now
Okay.
he fights John Cena and he fights aliens. Where's the hidden white guy
Right.
who's the evil guy? And then I looked
Right.
at the art and I was like, monsters. What if there was a story where the monsters weren't monsters and they were made out to be monsters when they weren't monsters?
Right.
And that's how the story was born. And then this is the second part where we bring in the Wolfman. And the Wolfman's cool. He's the only monster who's embraced the Hollywood negativity, and he's actually a cosplayer now who makes money off of his family's genetic disorder.
Okay.
So I thought that
Yeah.
was a really cool twist.
Yeah.
And right now I
think
look
it's
like the Wolfman.
right. No, I mean, I bid on it, and what I love this is you can clearly tell, like, this is a labor of love, man. It's a 250 goal. It's really just selling the book is really all you're doing, right? You've already kind of get it printed. You're just kind of selling it, right? Like, who wants
Yep.
to buy the book?
It's a pre-order, man. Like, no matter what, this book's being made. I love it too much. The artist Sigahardo is just amazing. He's up in Canada. We did this book. I'm not even lying to you. In December, we're like, we have to do this once a year now because it was going good on the Comic-Con highway. As I was taking it to cons, people really liked the idea. We're buying it, and we're like, we
Nice.
got to do this once a year for Halloween. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'll start right now. This is like Christmas, and I'm like, all right, man, let me write you a story. I write him a story, and I'm like, okay, man, just get it to me by, like, let's say May or June so I can have it for the summer to Kickstarter. He's like, okay. He had it back to me 3 weeks later. It sat on
Wow.
a hard drive for months. I only lettered it about 3 weeks ago. And I was just sitting on it because I wanted to wait for the right time of the year. I didn't feel like monsters would be good right after Christmas, you know?
Right. Sure. Yeah.
But now we're going into Halloween. This book's going to ship for Halloween. I'm excited about it. And everyone who's read the first book really liked it. We took what really worked in the first book and brought it back and added some changes to the second book to make it an even better experience to the reader.
Yeah, he's got a unique art style, which I could see would be a turnoff to some people who want the traditional superhero book. But anybody who knows modern art, like, that's a thing, right? The squiggly arms, that's a thing. It's a style. I don't quite know what style it is, but I've seen it enough time to know it's a style, you know?
And the cool thing is the book is watercolored. So I've
Okay.
never seen a comic book that had been watercolored till I did it. Not saying it hadn't been done. I'm sure someone had done it, but it's not a mainstream thing
Yeah.
to have something painted, you know? So I was excited. Like, for me, I like you, I like art. Art really
Yeah.
matters. And I'm like you, I'll sit and I'll debate something for hours. about what
Right.
should I do with this? Like, what's the right call? Because you don't want to make that mistake. And even with coloring your book, I get your point. You know, you see in black and white, yours works in black and white. There's some
Right.
books that don't work in black and white. You look at it and think this needs to be colored. I read your whole book, and that was not something that bothered me about the book.
Yeah. Well, and I get away with it, right? Because I'm doing crime. So I have the opportunity to write black and white in a genre where my target audience is okay with black and white. They're used to it. You know,
Yep.
a lot of the good even if you look at the ones that are in color, like 100 Bullets, they're a washed out, black color. You know, they're not bright colors. They're very, very toned down. So you've got to be careful on that stuff. So I'm allowed to do it. And, it's a big decision because it's not just this. This dictates issue 2. It dictates issue 3, whatever I do now. So it's a big decision, but with the price that I got and the deal, I'm really helping a friend out, and it helps me out, because I as Josh just said, on the convention floor, it's a heck of a lot easier to sell a colored book than a black and white.
Oh, it definitely is, because people look. The first thing they do going through my books, I can tell you, is they look for the color, the way it pops out at them right away. And I even talked to Mr. Chuck Pino about his
Okay.
cover at one point. He was going to do this really beautiful color, but it wasn't bright. It was
Right.
beautiful though, and I got it. And I looked at him. I was like, I really like it. And he's on Kickstarter right now. Welcome to the Void, and it's a
Okay.
beautiful cover. And he used it for
Okay.
marketing. Yeah, he used it for marketing. But I was like, dude, honestly, because you're new and people don't know who you are, you need something that pops the minute you see it. You know what I mean? And he's going
Wow.
with that beautiful blue cover now. And doesn't that just come alive to you the minute you see it?
Yeah. It brings, what's good about indie books, especially if you're doing something special, you want to make sure that it brings something that resonates. So you look at that and you think Raiden, so you can get the magic idea. So the concept, you feel like you know it a little doing this, right? So that's what's important with these indie creators. Some people, they go all the way outside of the genre and they're writing something completely unique, and it could be the best thing in the world, but without any familiarity, they don't know you. They're not going to jump on,
No, trust me. I've promoted fetish books and I've promoted monsters. I know how hard it can be. It's uphill with ice skates for certain.
Yeah. And dude, your
And you can
boy
see
Chuck,
if you
super
if
funded, right? Already.
yeah. Now, if you roll down, those are the books that me and Chuck worked on. Actually, right? Go one more. Where is it? There it is. He was on the first Monsters. He's the editor on the second Monsters, and Jax D. Anderson is also a book he edited. And he didn't
Okay.
put fetish babies in, to my dismay. I was like, come on, add fetish babies. Let the freak flag shine. He's like, no, Rob, not this Kickstarter. Maybe the second one.
I think I think Clarity Girl, if you don't know this right here, she is a Christian. I think that would just fit in really well, the two together. Just really
There should be
offset
a
each other.
crossover. There should be a crossover. But
So
I mean, I hope I helped with your question. I got to get back to my physical therapy.
yeah,
But you
man,
do your thing, man.
Yeah. God bless,
And
man. Have a good
remember,
one.
when you work out at the gym, take your shirt with you for do branding. Do branding.
Right. All right, man.
All right,
Have a
man.
good one.
I'll catch you later.
All right, thanks.
Later.
All right. So anybody else? So we're gonna wrap up here. So people are asking. I'm gonna actually ask Rob. All right. So people ask me all the time, how can they help? Right. So the first thing you can do is come to my website. Come to my website. Come right here. It's loading. This is my website. It's pretty cool. I like it. So what I need you to do is come here. Come to contact, man, and oh, you can't see it. Sorry. Come to this, fill out the contact, and do it. The comic's coming out in a couple months. It's going to be really cool. We've got the story here. It's going to be fun. I've got the Kickstarter going. I'm really happy with the support I've got. I've got Jay on here. Jay's really cool. We've got a whole bunch of people been watching this video all night. I've been on here talking for a bit, so I'm going to let you guys go. But it looks like we're going to go color. So there may be a small delay of, the actual delivery of it, but I think it'll be cool. I'll announce who is doing the colors probably tomorrow or so, but that's kind of cool. So I really thank you guys for all your support. Again, if you guys have any questions, hit me a line, message me on Facebook, ask them anywhere. I'll tag all these Kickstarters that I talked about around. But yeah, thank you guys for your support. Really, like, really, 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 like, we've got a cool thing coming. I really want you guys to take part and see what we're doing. All right. Thank you, guys.